Hello boys and girls. I am Mrs. Bro and I am so excited to have you join me for today's history lesson. Today we will be going back in time to explore and learn all about the Lenape Indians. These people occupied New Jersey over 1,000 years ago. Please take out your history notebook and a pencil and get ready to take notes. Are ready to begin our journey back in time? Excellent, our journey will now begin. The Lenape Indians occupied New Jersey's land when the European explorers and settlers arrived. The Europeans called them the Delaware Indians because they lived near the Delaware River. The Lenape lived near streams and river because water was important to them. They needed the water for drinking, fishing, cooking, and washing. They would often travel on the river in dugout canoes. Traveling on water was faster than walking for miles on land. A Lenape family would live in either a longhouse or wigwam. A wigwam was small and round. 1 or 2 families could live there. A longhouse, however, was much larger. 20 to 30 people could live in a longhouse. The Lenape used saplings, tree bark, reeds, and grass mats to make their homes. Saplings were tied together for the frame of the house. Their home would be covered in bark to keep the rain and snow out of the house. The Lenape Indians were hard workers. The women and children were in charge of the household chores. They would cook the food, wash the clothes, gather firewood, and create necessities from animal parts. The ladies would make items such as baskets, clothing, blankets, and moccasins. The Lenape men and boys would hunt and fish to provide food for the family. Being a hunter was very hard work. Sometimes hunters would be gone all day. When a hunter caught an animal, he would bring it home for his wife to skin and fix up. The Lenape people were very resourceful. They would use all parts of the animal for various necessities. For example, they would use bones to make tools and skin to make blankets. Family was very important to the Lenape people. They would belong to either the Turkey, Wolf, or Turtle clan. A man and a woman needed to be from different clans in order to get married. The Lenape Indians needed to be strong and be able to survive the cold winter months. Mothers would dunk their babies in cold water on a daily basis. Children were taught to respect their family and elders. Lenape Indians were not given a formal name until they reached the age of 4 or 5 years old. Lenape children often died at a very young age, so they would be given a nickname instead. When they got older, a person called a name giver would think or dream of a name for that child. This would be a private name between the name giver and the spirits. Others would usually still call the child by his or her nickname as a force of habit. The Lenape were very spiritual people. They believed everything had a spirit, including fire, trees, air, animals, and water. The Lenape would ask the spirits for help. For instance, they might ask for a good hunter to win in a war. They also believed the spirits in plants could heal them from illness. The Lenape lived close to nature. Sharing was very important. In fact, they felt that the land they occupied belonged to everyone. A Lenape boy would go on a vision quest at the age of 12 or 13. This was a journey to find his own guardian spirit. The boy would go out alone to the mountains or into the forest without food or water. When the boy was frightened or hungry, he would pray for his guardian spirit to help and protect him. The spirit might appear as an animal or another sign in nature. Once this happens, the guardian spirit would protect him when needed. The Lenape had legends that told their history and explained how a tribe came to be. These legends answered questions in nature and were told during the winter months. Legends were stories told out loud from memory. They were passed from one generation to the next. When the first explorers came to North America, they began to trade with the Lenape Indians. The first explorer to meet the Lenape people was Italian explorer Giovanni da Verrazzano. Europeans brought with them many diseases that were unknown to the Lenape. They had no immunity against these new diseases. Unfortunately, as more explorers came, they wanted the land. They eventually forced the Lenape off the land. As a result of the explorers and colonists taking over the land, the Lenape were forced to move farther west. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson about the Lenape Indians. Tonight for homework I would like you to write a summary about what you learned today in class. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye now.